We're building a monster drift machine. Better they get, it seems like. We're at a clutch situation here, building an exhaust.
It grabbed a lot of the motor too.
It's just a sad day. I burned the whole fucking layer of skin off the top of my tongue and the roof of my mouth last time.
It's good for you. Resets the taste buds.
If you're ever like, you know, I just don't like this kind of food, pour a cup of scalding hot coffee in your mouth. It'll reset your taste buds or take them away. I still won't eat carrots. That shit is gross. Hey guys, anyways, here we are. We're building a monster drift machine. If you haven't watched the other 2 episodes that are already before this, we did some front wheels. We did a bunch of suspension geometry changes and measurements on how we're going to set this swing arm conversion up for drifting compared to road racing, because it was 4 inches taller. We were at 18 inches, now we're at 14. We're going to be at 15, but it's going to be 14, but the throw of the shock is going to be changed. You got to go back to the episode before. We'll put a card or one of those things up here. Bing, bing. I'll probably forget to do that, but just go look. There'll be a playlist for this thing. We did front wheels, we did brakes. Mostly suspension geometry setup and just changing this thing to drift it. We need to get the rake and trail a little bit different. And we need to get the bike, the center of gravity, much lower to the ground, because it just makes it easier to swing and keep you from high siding, because high siding sucks. You lose teeth, you get concussions. You don't want that. We're going to tear everything off this bike today that made it really cool. The custom exhaust that I built for it when we were racing to fit with the Speed Merchant mid controls. These are more of a rear set, I would say. I'm too tall to run these. I love this, and it makes me sick to take this exhaust off. But we have to, and we're going to put factory mids on, which is also going to make it very hard to run the belly pan, so we have to do a bunch of fabrication for that. That's all going to be redone. Since we're going to have a different foot control setup on here, we're going to need a different exhaust, so we're going to build one. It's got a custom pipe on it now. It might as well have a custom pipe on it down the road. So once we get that one done too, it's gonna be available to everyone. So hopefully it looks sick. It'll be sick. It's gonna be all about performance. We're gonna make it equal length, stepped. We're gonna put a bunch of science behind it. We're gonna laser scan the motorcycle. It's gonna be built in CAD and built out of CAD. So it's gonna be a very intense exhaust. It will be pretty sick. That makes me feel a little bit better about taking this off. Still makes me sad. Sorry to interrupt your program, but I've lost a little weight. By a little weight, I've lost 23 pounds and like 12% body fat. And I've done that by eating a lot better. Other than that, I'm super busy. So to take the time for me to cook something and to meal prep like I really need to do to get into shape, I don't have time for that, nor do I even want to. My lifestyle's super busy, so do I want to take time to cook? No, I don't. I do want to go out, shred mountain bikes, ride motorcycles, and enjoy the free time I have. I'm gonna go with Factor. It's chef made, dietitian approved, it's got the protein, it's got fresh vegetables and everything, and they deliver straight to your door. You don't even have to leave to get the stuff. They not only got great flavors like garlic cream steelhead. It is 39 grams of protein, 32 carbs, 590 calories. That is a solid meal for building muscle. They've also got new stuff like salad, elote corn meets edamame.
Plus, they got globally inspired dishes that I can't even pronounce. Watch this. Honey sambal barramundi and chicken coconcita quinoa.
Not to mention they have 70 other add-ons like green juices and peanut butter energy balls. Perfect for life on the go.
So with all that being said, hit the link below, head over to factor75.com, use code Kruesi FB50 for 50% off your first box of food from Factor, plus 1 year of free breakfast. That's kind of unreal. That's code Kruesi FB50 over at factor.com. Go check it out. It's 50% off on your first box, plus free breakfast. I feel like that's just insane. I cannot drift a motorcycle sitting like this.
I don't know, you look pretty comfortable.
You think so?
No.
No.
Not at all.
I feel like my feet are up and like they're so high, I can't really lift my foot up to get to the brake pedal. It's like, yeah! I gotta work at it. And I need to be like, I need to be, stock mids are more like right here. and quite a bit lower, which then keeps you even more on the front of the bike. This would help keep me, this actually feels really good right here.
It would keep you, that would help keep you up. Because you could use like your feet to keep you forward instead of like relying on holding yourself up from sliding back, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do like that. If I could get the brake pedal down,
Yeah.
this would probably be amazing.
Yeah.
And not these fucking foot pegs, because I have a huge scar on my calf where this thing gave me a wound, an actual wound. I want like,
Yeah.
I'll probably just pro ones and then tilt them down.
Yeah, you could just run them.
That changes everything though.
Dude, but I think that would be a better, it would look better because, man, this is sick. You can't get rid of it.
These controls, like this master cylinder, this stuff works so good. This is really, really good stuff.
You could just cut this, you could cut this Heim in half.
Yeah, but it's about how deep the thread is.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. If it goes that way. Or just get a shorter Heim.
Let's take a closer look at this. I'll take the wood. You got the pan?
Yep.
I want to put it back on the ground and like lean over with my foot on that peg a little bit and see how that feels, because that's going to bring me like weird. Before we put any time into even talking about changing and fabricating to change the brake pedal geometry, let's see if it would be even worth doing. Someone that came from sport bikes would probably love it. Ooh.
There isn't much room to go down for the exhaust.
Oh no, because the fucking muffler.
It's right over it, yeah.
And this peg right here is like in my leg. If I hooked my leg this way or fucking this way and jammed it,
Yeah.
I mean, this makes me feel like I'm right on top of the bike, but I couldn't break. I couldn't break at all. My foot is like crushed into my leg, and
Yeah,
I'm smashing
the pedal would need to come down, but like making that happen might be a bitch with the exhaust right there.
Sometimes you got high hopes. Sometimes they come together. Sometimes they suck. Back to what we were talking about when we got extremely sidetracked. I guess when it comes to development and creating things, you gotta look at every aspect. So we're looking at aspects of ratios, but we're going to pull all this stuff apart. We're gonna tear this thing down. We gotta tear the primary off the side because we got a new outer primary, because this one's got a lot of JB weld on it from being wrecked quite a few times. And we're going to start preparing for factory mid controls, which we did buy another motorcycle, a new street bob. We're going to do something crazy with that one. We're gonna build it into a supermoto. Basically, out of all the race stuff off of this bike is gonna go onto that bike. That's gonna be a build series. It's gonna be a flip bike series. We're gonna tell you how much we bought the bike for and show you how much money it costs to build what we're gonna build out of it, so you get a good idea. And then it'll be for sale at a pretty cheap price because we just want our money back. I don't want to take that exhaust off. This exhaust, these foot controls, everything are gonna be going on that bike that we're gonna be building and flipping. So it's still gonna be on something cool. The bike is sick. It's gonna be cool. It's just a sad day to take this apart.
And you can't like modify that pedal at all or nothing, dude.
No. I got a birthday notification from YouTube yesterday. It was our 11th year on YouTube birthday. We need like 2,500 plus followers to make 100,000. We are almost there. So if you could help us out, please tell a bunch of people, like, subscribe, or just subscribe, because chances are you're not subscribed. Because I mean, I don't subscribe to most stuff either, I understand, but it helps us out a lot. If you like the content, please maybe go tell a friend. Tell your grandma, she's probably like my age anyways, so. I feel like I still did a pretty good job though. 11 years on YouTube. Early 2000s.
A lot of the stuff on this bike hasn't.
Couch for the toy hauler, and it's like a big hard memory foam couch basically. But the cheaper the bed I've gone, the better they get, it seems like. That's stock clutch. This thing was making 160 plus horsepower, and we ran a stock clutch the whole time because Sean didn't want a bunch of arm pump, and it's still good. I mean, stock compensator. Don't believe all the memes. There she is. Are we gonna put a clutch in it? Yeah, why not? Compensator? Probably a good idea because we're gonna be clutch dumping this thing over and over again, drifting it. So we should upgrade that. The reason stock compensators are good, they take the shock off the crank of your motor. Your crank is a pressed together crank, and when it gets shocked, those things tend to go whoop and then you get out around and your motor goes to shit, you get a bunch of vibration in the handlebars. That's why a stock compensator is good. When you go to like a solid one or something gnarly, you're putting a lot more shock on your crank. You also have less risk of breaking a couple $100 compensator, but you run a lot more risk of maybe breaking a $10,000 motor rebuild. I guess you just kind of weigh the factors. Ooh, she gonna fall. Man, that's how nicely this pipe fit. That's how an exhaust should fit. I've never ever put an aftermarket exhaust on that fit like that in my life. This guy, which is leaking, is not going back. I wonder why it's leaking actually. Is not going back on the bike. We're going to be running Nowoski 6 pistons with a Twisted T radial mount. So we're gonna take this off for now, and I'm gonna leave it all attached, and I'm just gonna take this whole thing and put it on the new bike that it will be going on. Makes my life a lot easier, for sure. It's like I'm pulling organs out of this thing. People are gonna like powder coat, have black wheels. It does. There it goes. Come on, baby. Now that's a tight fit like a tiger. Anytime you're in the primary, you always want to look at all the coils on your stator. If any of them look black or burned or any way at all, change it, it's bad. Kind of take a look at your bearing right there too. Make sure that dude just kind of looks good. If you're in this far, if you go further, you can really, if you're going to the inner primary, I would replace the bearing and everything every single time. Just replace everything in there, no matter what you're doing. Then you know you got brand new shit every single time. We're at a clutch situation here. We had a Recluse auto clutch that we were gonna put in, but we just talked to somebody over there and they said for all the clutch banging and stuff, the auto clutch is not necessarily, the tolerances are too tight. It'd probably get hot and not gonna hold that very well, or it's not gonna like it very well. So we're gonna use that for a different bike, which we have a good idea. I think a little more of the Supermoto would be rad for an auto clutch. It's the same thing they run on a lot of motocross bikes. It's the Recluse motocross bike really that they made for this. It's a sick clutch, but for just wop, bop, 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 dumping clutch drifting, we need just a good old-fashioned clutch pack, so we've got a BDL on the way. They're on the website, KruesiOriginals.com. We're also going to put a compensator in this. A Man of War, it is rubber bushed, right? It's got some rubber dampers inside of it.
Inside of it, yeah.
So it's basically like putting a solid compensator in there, but it still has the shock resistance for the crank for like what I talked about, slamming the crank all the time. So it is an upgrade. I have never seen in many years of doing this a compensator break on an M8. Not personally. I've seen it a lot on the internet. I've never done it. I have beat these bikes probably harder than most people have on the planet and have never broke one. But I've also never built a bike that's going to be purposefully drifted at 145 horsepower. So I think putting something in there would be a good time to start. This will be our first compensator upgrade on one of our bikes.
No, I have a dark horse
In what?
in my M8, my Fat Bob.
Oh, you do? Mm-hmm. Do you like it?
I do.
How does it feel like? Does it get rid of that clunk?
No.
It doesn't?
No.
The clunk's still there? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess it's still a compensator then.
I can't tell the difference, to be completely honest, but I got one in there.
Well, we're going to order one right now. Trent's going to order one off of KruesiOriginals.com. It's that convenient. And by order one, I mean he's going to put it into the old laptop over here and walk next door and pick it up. But come check it out.
Come check this out. Come this way, over here. So, you could do this many ways on our website because it's so easy.
Go to full screen.
You could search Dark Horse and boom, it'll pop right up there. Or you could scroll down, go by category, which I'm guessing it would either be an engine parts or engine parts. Or you could search by bike. So we'll go M8 softail parts. And it would be a lot of scrolling, I would imagine. So the easiest way is to just use the search bar and search. You could even search Man of War. Any key tag word that it'll pull up for that part that you're looking for.
And it is smart enough to bring up the Man of War compensator, not the Man of War heavy metal band.
And then here you get all the information you ever need. Of course, you could always email or give us a call. We will give you this information, but the description Tells you what it is.
Please read the description before you call.
What's included in the packaging, the features and the benefits of this part or product, fitment, and a facts page. Frequently asked questions is what
These are also
facts
great
stands
ones
for.
to read because we literally have a full-time employee whose job is to answer the phone and read back the description on the website to people that are calling asking about stuff on the website.
That goes for product information, install, fitment. It also, lead times are stated on the website in the description because lead times are accurate. Some products do require a lead time. Some of them are made to order, coded to order. And yeah, lead times are a thing. We apologize. We try and get everything we can out as fast as possible.
But our lead times are on point.
Yes.
If it says 3 weeks, you're going to get it in under 3 weeks. If it says 8 weeks, it's going to be probably 8 weeks because Chrome takes a long time around here. But other than that, we got it all. Brand new socks and draws, and it's on there all the time. And all the information you need should be on there as well. If it's not, please start there. Look through all your information. It is there. And almost everything that we sell on there, there is an install and how-to video in one way or another on our YouTube as well to walk you through all that. And then if all that fails, call and talk to Tom. Tom will walk you right through it too. He's the most patient, nice man I've ever met in my life.
Let me just dig into a fresh box of Law Tiger's gloves. I don't know how to say that. Nitrile? Nitrile?
Knit-Rile gloves.
Latex gloves.
They're knit real good. My hands don't forget them. As soon as I start spinning a wrench, I'm like, this hurts my hands. I go, oh yeah, yeah. So, we basically are at a point of doing real boring. So we're gonna step onto something else. It's more entertaining, like building an exhaust. Sean's gonna be here in the morning and we're gonna start the scanning process and basically just getting a layout so we can see what we need for material. I want to get really nice material. I want the first one to be a finished product that I can run on this bike. Then we will build a jig off of that pipe and then we were going to produce them. We're gonna have Kruesi Originals. Got that one perfect that time. We're gonna have Kruesi Originals exhaust. But about this thing, new Game Boy, check this shit out. It's the Einstar Vega. This is a super sick scanner that everything is right here. You can process and do all the slicing or I don't know how to use this thing, but you can do everything right here and it scans full 3D in color, real crazy. Then we can transport this to Fusion 360 and draw it all out on CAD, have all the points that we need, do some really precision shit, and then try and make it just as precision in real life. Today, me and Trent, who don't know anything about how to use this kind of stuff whatsoever, we're gonna try and figure out how to turn it on and start doing something. We're gonna try and scan today. Can we do it? That's a serious question, I don't know.
This is gonna be a piece of cake, dude.
You think so?
Yeah. Where's the on button?
No, there's just a setup process, and then I think it will be really easy. Oh, look at this thing. There's more goodies back here.
Step one, turn the shit on.
Oh my God, new invention right here. You ready for this? I don't know if you guys are ready for this.
You need that, actually.
Huh?
Here, you could put another one up here, too. It's got double.
Oh, no.
Here, hang on. Oh, that's what that's for. That makes complete sense now.
So you don't have to have that stuff in your pockets. You know, when stuff's in your pocket, it sucks. So just like, why not crossbody it up like this?
It's all the fed. Okay, should I put it in Dutch?
Probably not.
All right, we're connected to the network. Next, log into Shining 3D Passport. Please enter your phone number or social security.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm kidding.
Shut the
Oh, you're keeping that on.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
You don't, what, you don't want one?
I mean, no. You want your phone number?
Yeah.
We're obviously going to bleep that so you don't have his personal phone number. But
Man,
for a long time.
my old phone number was on my old phone number was the shop number before. And then when the YouTube kicked off, like my shop number was on the fucking sign and it was my cell phone number. So those were terrible times. We ended up changing the shop phone number and getting a whole new number, and then I got a whole new number for myself, and we started over. Well,
And then
actually,
we
I got
painted
divorced and lost that phone is what happened, because it was a family phone, and I lost the family plan.
Tutorials. Okay, so after it updated and we connected to the network, and we logged in with Ryan's phone so they could bug him with a bunch of marketing and sales and emails every day or text messages every day because he loves that.
Not when I push stop.
We're gonna go through the tutorials.
Yeah, that green bar right there
Hold
on the
steady.
side.
There we go.
Does it give you like progress, I guess?
And then say good, optimizing.
She's a little sparse. See how you can see through? We could have pulled
Yeah,
more points and made it real dot. I think this thing's moving too fast.
So I sat there and scanned this thing a bunch. I got like 3 times the points that we did the first time around.
Really?
And it looks a lot more filled in
Yeah.
like the pre, because you get like a pre-view of what the scan was, and then you could generate a mesh. So now I'm generating the mesh to see what it comes up with.
We also don't have the fancy spray that you're supposed to be on there. I ordered it and my order was canceled. So I ordered another one, hopefully be here tomorrow morning before we start working on the bikes. That makes it a lot cleaner, but it's still scan that thing in pretty colorful detail. That's insane.
That's pretty fucking spot on right there. Let it work.
Oh man, here we go, hold on.
It's working. So I just did like a quick kind of scan of like the drivetrain and the air cleaner cover just to kind of see what it would get. And those are the points that it picked up. It picked up 75,000 points and 1,700 frames. So it's just taking a whole bunch of pictures and gathering data from the pictures pretty much, right? Is that all?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna process it real quick just to see what it does with that.
Bad lighting and no shit, it actually scanned pretty well.
So we'll let that generate. It'll take a while. It's a small computer. You can hear it running. Can you hear this? Here.
Ooh, man, I'm gonna eat.
So it did its whole optimization. This is what it picked up. So it picked up the air cleaner pretty spot on. Like we could probably use the air cleaner at least, but it grabbed a lot of the motor too. You could see push rods, vaguely see the rocker boxes and stuff. Man, I mean, you could almost kind of see the back wall of the shop there too. You could see like the different color and so that's crazy. Points cover, picked up this little catch can. Like it did pretty well. It picked up the tank. You really got to just let it gather all of its points, move it around, make sure it catches everything. And because even if you're sitting here, it's taking pictures and capturing points. That's pretty sick. This will be fun to play with and get dialed.
Okay, we've come to a point of scanning, of just playing around, and that was fun, and got to show you guys that we don't really know what we're doing or talking about, but that thing is one hell of a scanner. It was only $1,700 too. Like, you can get on some serious technology for pretty inexpensive. It was pretty sick. I think I got it on Amazon. If I'll find it, I'll put the link, the Amazon link below if you guys want to play around with the scanner and do some cool stuff. The 3D printer is also super dope that we have, and that's also it was $2,000, but that's like the ballerest one you can get from Bamboo Labs, and they used to be $20,000. It's pretty rad. It's gonna be fun. So this isn't the bike we're gonna stand for the exhaust. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna go buy a new motorcycle. It's a little bit of a surprise. Actually, we've kind of been talking about it a little bit, but what the bike is and what it looks like is a surprise because it's sick. And we're gonna pick it up tomorrow, and then we're gonna scan that bike in stock form. So we have, because this bike's heavily modified. I don't think building an exhaust that we're gonna produce is the key for this bike right here. It's also been wrecked a lot, you know, so is it straight? The world may never know. It's not, there's no chance it's straight, but it still rides pretty straight. But we'll be back in the morning and we're gonna be doing some rad stuff, and you're gonna see a new bike that could be yours. This is the bike we built for the Harley-Davidson YouTube Biker Build Off. We're gonna go over all of the one-off parts on the Kruesi Originals chopper.